Cambodia, we have somebody from Cambodia right here? This young man. By the way, everybody looks very good in their native clothes. Those of you who are just wearing shirts, you look good too. But I appreciate how nice everybody looks today. Go ahead.
Okay, so thank you, Mr. President. My name is Sopana from Cambodia, and actually my question was taken by one of the fellows, so I just come with the second question. If the 17 goals of the SDGs were implemented in the United States, which goal should be the top priority, and why is it, and how you gonna deal with it? Thank you.
That's a good question. So, for those of you who didn't hear the question, SGD is the Sustainable Development Goals that were an update on the original set of goals. Keep in mind how much progress we've made on those goals over the last 20 years. The numbers of people who we've seen rise out of extreme poverty, the number of people who are now able to have enough to eat, the reduction in infant mortality has been remarkable. So we've made real progress. Worldwide, people are much better off now than they were just 20 years ago, and I think we can make similar progress going forward. I've actually asked our teams to look at where in these Sustainable Development Goals do we have work to do in the United States. And although we're still evaluating that, I would say that the areas where we still fall short are there's still too many children in poverty in the United States. Now, they're not suffering extreme poverty of the sort that you see in parts of India or China or Laos or Cambodia, but we have children who are very poor and who still aren't getting enough to eat. That is also connected to education, and we still have a lot of children in a country so wealthy that on a day-to-day basis are not getting the kinds of educational opportunities that they deserve. So I would say that the way forward for us involves addressing those pockets of poverty and starting with kids. And we have enough wealth to do it. The question is whether we have the political will to make the investments in these communities, many of which are in inner cities. Oftentimes they are poor African American or Latino who are still held back historically by discrimination. And sometimes it's harder to get the society as a whole to invest in these kids. But if we're going to be successful, we're going to have to do it. This goes to a question that was asked earlier. The United States, by the year 2050, which is only 35 years from now, will no longer be a majority white country. Think about that. Because the birth rates for particularly people of Hispanic background, but also Asians in America, is much faster, much higher. So if those kids today who are poor aren't provided opportunity, our society as a whole is going to be poor, because that's going to be the workforce of the future. And that's where I think we have to make the most progress.